Hey, what's going on, guys? Bennie Childs, founder of the Teach Me to Fish Effects trading community. I also go by the Forex Pastor. Why? Because I am out here helping you guys to navigate through this Forex life. All right. Always remember that there are risks involved when trading Forex, as well as risk involved in trading anything. All right. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, cool. All right, so what I'm doing today is what I typically call the pair watch in my trading group. All right, I used to call it or call them, um, I used to call it trade alerts, but now they're just pair watches because I want us to be responsible traders, and so I want us all to own on our trades. All right. So another really good forex YouTuber, Mr. James. I can't remember his last name, um, but that's one thing he says is you're responsible for your trade. You're responsible for winning as well as losing, and so I have to concur with that. And so we're just here trying to help whoever we can help. Um, with their forex trading, help you guys to be profitable. So I'm just going to go through just a few pairs, and I'll stop here in a little bit. But just want to go through a few pairs just to um, bring attention to um, me using my workflow trading system. Let me get that pulled up. Okay, here we go. It's a very simple trading system. Okay, um, if you have not seen my videos um, as of yet, then I'll just catch you guys up. I first became profitable trading the market makers method. All right, and because I was profitable on that, I decided to build upon the market makers method when I became privy to some other information. All right. So when it comes to the market makers method, what I want you guys to know and to understand is that the market makers method, although it is a very profitable trading strategy, it is not the end all be all, and it is actually just the tip of the iceberg. So, all right, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, let's take a look at the dollar index. All right, um, basically, what we look for, like I said, this is just a really simple trading system. Okay, and I actually use this trading system um, just to attract forex traders. You guys are, if you're looking for an easy way to trade forex, to be able to trade structure, market cycle, and market manipulation. That is what this system is for. Now, if you actually sign up and become a member of the trading community, then I actually teach you a little bit more in depth of, of how the market actually works and how the market actually flows. All right, and I do my best to get you to the point to where you trade a pretty much a naked chart. All right, I like to keep my volume ticker on there just for further confluence. You will typically be able to have access to this on any chart, but if not, If you follow the training, then you don't have to have this. Again, I just like to have this on here as a minimum, but I do teach you guys how to trade just like this so you can trade from your phone. All right, enough of the selling stuff. Let me go ahead and go through this pair watch. Okay, so I'm making this live today, but this is typically what I do in the community to help the members to develop their eye on using, well, not only using uh, this trading system, but also uh, using the trading method that we use, um, the ultimate trading method, if you will. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so right now we're looking at the dollar index, and right now we do have a trade forming, but it is not complete. All right, so here are our entry rules. Now, please understand that I'm not saying that you're going to win 100% of your trades, but I have developed these entry rules to help us to get into more favorable trades. Okay, all right, and just to let you know off bat, yes, the exhaustion squares do repaint. That's the only thing that repaints on this system. All right, and so therefore, again, you want to make sure that you're following the rules to AT. All right, so basically what we're looking for is an exhaustion square, a directional arrow, okay, and then a color change in the candles that will result in our green price line. All right, I know it's an EMA, I'm just saying a line. We want our green price line to be above our red signal line and the yellow market sentiment line. Okay, some good confluences is having the TDI cross, and this is for a buy, but having the TDI the TD excuse me having the green price line to cross below the 30 level of the TDI and cross back up. Okay, it's a good confluence for the TDI. I know a lot of you guys, you market makers, you think just because you have a shark fin out of the water and then it comes back in for blood in the water, then you immediately need to get into the trade. All right, but even with the market makers method, there are some confirmations that you need to wait on to make sure you uh, are getting in the most favorable trade that you could possibly get in. Okay, all right, so okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So that's for a buy, and for a sell, all right, quite the opposite. We're looking for exhaustion square, directional arrow, color changing, all right, color changing candle that results in, see, we don't get it immediately here, but we get it here. Color changing candle that results in the green price line being below the yellow market sentiment line and the red signal line. Okay, and another good confluence again is having for a sell is having the green price line to have crossed above the 70 level of the TDI and cross back below. Okay, all right, and so that's again that's just a good indication that you are in a more favorable trade. Okay, that's all that is. All right, and so now I will tell you, following those rules, following my rules, um, you will not catch the whole of the trade. All right, And I'm not concerned about catching the whole of the trade. I am concerned about getting into highly favorable trades so I can be profitable. All right. I don't care about, hey, the shark fin is out of the water, I have blood in the water now, let me immediately get in. All right. Yes, that will work some of the time, but it does not work all the time. And I'd rather catch a portion of, let's say, this target range of 547 pips than to be immediately stopped out and my account being eaten away at. Okay. All right. So that's what we're looking for, guys. All right. So we do have a trade setting up. All right. It's not ready for the trade. It's not ready for us to go in, but we do have a trade setting up here on the dollar index. All right. And I do trade this off of the 4 hour. Okay. Other confluences are when we actually get these squares, the exhaustion squares in the supply and demand zones. Okay, simple. These are simple supply and demand zones. All right, not accumulation distribution, just simple supply and demand zones. Okay, so um, yeah, so there's one setting up there. All right. Okay, and just like this one, it could be the start of supply. So you see this one was the start of supply, and this could be the start of supply. Okay, all right, so again, we will wait for our entry rules. Okay, let's take a look at pound USD. All right, we do see where the past 4 hours has given us this setup here. All right. And so we just wait for the rest of our entry rules to be met. We do have um, the green price line. I can't do that there. But we do have the green price line flirting with the overbought oversold level of um, of the TDI. Okay. Um, and give me 1 second. I forgot to let my group know that I'm actually doing this live on YouTube. So let me grab this. Sorry about this, guys. I should have. Pair watch is live on YouTube today. All right. All right. Awesome. Okay. Okay. All right. So GBP it's forming. Now, one thing we can do is you can drill down. All right. Because again, this works on any time frame. Okay. If you want to get a sooner entry, all right, you can drill down um, all the way. You can go as far as you need to go. I recommend not going any further than the 15-minute chart. Now, if you're going to follow this pair watch, okay, and if you're part of the community, you know what we're looking for. But again, we had that set up over here on the 4 hour. Drop down to the 1 hour. We had the setup again. Didn't have an entry. We dropped down to the 15-minute. Now we could have jumped in here. All right, let me see if it's too late for me. Yep, it's too late for me. I like to get that first candle. I like to get that first candle. Okay. Now for me, if I drill down to the 15-minute, I'm gonna follow my rules and base it off of the 15-minute chart. And however, and it really just depends on timing. If I'm able to jump up to the higher time frames, and then the entry rules catch up to my lower time frame, then I will manage my trade off of my higher time frame. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. Okay, and all right, Euro odd. Again, we have another setup here. We're just waiting on those entry rules, so that's a pair to watch there. Same thing with GBP Swiss. All right, we're getting the some good setups forming here. Nothing for gold right now. However, I do have it on based off of the 1 hour chart. Um, and gold right now is if you take a look at the daily based on the workflow trading system, gold is working on a reversal setup, okay, on the daily. Now, we do have some weekly um, uh, places of interest, if you will, based on the weekly chart that gold is kind of moving its way into. All right, I don't think it's gonna quite turn around just yet, but we're prepared for it to do it either way. And basically, how we trade um, in our community is we do not tell the market what to do. We wait to see what the market does, and then we trade accordingly. Okay, that's how that's how you become a profitable trader. Okay, a lot of people are not going to tell you that because they want you to think that they are they're a lot more wonderful than what they really are. All right. However, um, we just follow what the market is showing us. Okay. All right. Let's keep moving. Euro odd again. That's a good pair to take a look at. GBP Swiss. That's a good pair to watch. Nothing on gold on the 4 hour. Uh, GJ on the 4 hour. It's a little too late to get in on that, but you can drill down on this pair, okay, and see if you can get a setup like this on the 1 hour. The 1 hour seems to be working on a setup to align itself with our 4 hour setup. So um, even though again we do the pair watches based on the 4 hour, you can again drill down and watch this pair on the 1 hour. Okay. All right. Euro NZD. And I am watching the chat. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. Okay, I don't mind answering any and all questions that I'm able to answer for you guys. Okay, all right. GBP odd. The setup is forming, so um, just skip that pair. GBP CAD, same thing with GJ. You can drill down to the 1 hour and see what's that looking like. And so again, it's forming. All right, it's still forming here. So I believe we have a little ways to go, but it is forming there on the 1 hour. So you can watch GBP CAD on the 1 hour, and I'll change GJ back to the 1 hour. Okay. All right, GBP NZD. All right, one of my favorite pairs. This pair. Um, let's see. This pair. This pair on average moved 192 pips over the past 365 days. Already today it has moved 187. All right, and so we did have a buy set up, okay, for um, GBP on the 4 hour last week. Okay, this pair has been consolidating. All right, teach me the fish FX trading community. You guys know what to do when pairs are consolidating to get your profit out of the consolidation while you're waiting on this 4 hour workflow uh, trade to go into more profit for you. All right, so that's that. GPNZD. Okay, again, you can drop down to the 1 hour and see if you're getting a setup to match the 4 hour, or if you want to trade on the 1 hour, you can. But again, I recommend trading on the 4 hour. Okay. All right. So we're gonna leave that there. S&P 500. Okay, we're getting a setup on the 4 hour. Really nothing there in terms of the workflow trading system. All right, the workflow trading system, but I'm sure um, teach me to fish. I'm sure we can trade the ISD on this. Okay, let's see, Litecoin versus the US dollar. All right, um, no relatively close setup. We did have a setup over here. Um, and we actually got our signal to get into the trade here. All right. And so it did go down 12 pips. All right. It's currently back about 4 pips. So um, it's just the fluctuations in the market. That's what we get. Awesome. Uh, Good Life TV. What's up? How you doing? Thank you so much for joining me on the stream. Hope I'm able to bring some type of context to your trading. All right. All right. Let's keep moving. Eyes of USD. Did I already pass gold? Yeah, I already passed gold. I just want to take a look because again, I took this trade off of gold based on the 1 hour workflow trading method. All right. Um, so, but I just took a little small $1 trade off of it. So we're up $17. Let's see how long we've been in this trade. We've been in this trade since 15:39, so since 8:30, so an hour. We just made so far we made $14 an hour off of gold. So, but we'll see. All right, we'll worry Litecoin, Aussie USD. It's setting up. Nothing there for us. Euro USD. Let's jump over to the 4 hour. Uh, Yep, so we've had an exhaustion candle to close. And so again, we're waiting for that directional arrow down and also the color changing candle that's going to place the green price price line. And again, I know these are EMAs, but I'm just saying lines. Um, Good Light TV says, let's do this every day. Hey, I've been thinking about it. I have been thinking about it. I have been thinking about it. Hey, if the rest of you guys would like to see me do this every day, let me know in the comments. Let me know. Let me know. All right, so Euro USD, and again, I'm just showing you guys how simple it is to trade the workflow trading system. It is just this simple. Okay, it is just this simple. Um, and I'm sorry for the other. I had a different template going. So I have what I call the workflow. Uh, I do have is called the workflow trading template, and that's what you guys see here. All right, But then I have a workflow ISD that helps us trade accumulation and distribution. All right, and so that's kind of what you had. Good Life TV says, "Do you trade GJ?" Most definitely. Just to let you guys know, if you don't know, my my pairs that I mainly watch, all right, um, are dollar index, all of the pound pairs, okay, euro odd, euro NZD, and gold. All right, and the S&P 500, as well as Litecoin versus USD. So from here on my screen back to the left, these are my pairs that I watch. These are really only the only pairs that I trade. All right, all of the pound pairs, euro odd, euro NZD, gold, the dollar index, S&P 500. That is my scalping pair. All right, I like to uh, drill down to the 1 minute, and I will scalp off of that, the S&P 500. Um, but what I'm doing with the pair watches, I know that hey, if I do this live, it's going to be um, tons of you guys who you have your favorite pairs that you trade. So I want to kind of go through and just kind of do like a market watch, a market pair watch of the whole market. Um, so again, I want to be able to help everybody. Uh, Good Life TV says S&P 500 big money on S&P 500. Yes, sir, or yes, ma'am. Yes, it is. My apologies, but it is. That's I love S&P 500. Okay, but because I like to be in so many, be able to be in other pairs, um, I don't necessarily trade this long term, which again you can. All right. But I just have yet to. I actually really just stumbled upon the S&P 500 at the beginning of the year. Okay, and what I was doing was, give me 1 second, guys. Son wants to ask me something. What's up, big boy? All right, I'm back. Um, and how I stumbled upon it is because I saw all these VIX 75 videos coming out, and being an American trader, there is no American broker that trades the volatility 75 index. Now there are ways around it. I know that, but I just didn't feel like doing all that. Um, so um, I um, so I appreciate that. Good life. So I stumbled upon S&P 500 like right around like the whole COVID thing just kind of blew up, and so I scalped it, and for me that is the replacement for the volatility 75. So all right, so let's keep going. All right, so where are we? Aussie USD, again based on our workflow trading system. We do have an exhaustion calendar that was set up, so you guys just want to make sure that you watch um, make sure that you watch that. So that's a good pair to watch, but just make sure you wait for our entry rules. Okay, again, exhaustion square, directional arrow, color changing candle that results in the um, green TDI line to cross both the red and the yellow line. All right, those are going to get you into um, more favorable trades. Okay, all right. So Euro USD, I like this setup. We've had an exhaustion square and candle to touch into this hidden supply zone right here. All right, so this could definitely turn out to be a favorable trade for Euro USD, but I would just watch because it has not entered or it has not been overbought for the TDI yet. So now that doesn't mean that it has to be or that it will be, but that's just a good indication to look for. But again, if you're as long as you're following the rules, you're gonna get into a more favorable trade. Okay, Euro USD. Good life. He's waiting on it to get to 1712.07. What was I looking at? Give me 1 second. I want to make this interactive. We'll get into the other stuff. Uh, you can see here, Good Life. I actually put in some alerts. Put in an alert for 1703.49 and an alert for 1694 spot 99. So, but I was just again just kind of jumped in this to see what I can get based off of the 1 hour workflow trading method. And so just to see if I can get in on this. But I think, let me see, what level did you call? 1712.07. 1712.07. Let's see. 1712.07. Oh, okay, I see. So you're waiting for it to break out here. What time frame are you watching? Good Light TV. What time frame are you watching it on? 30 minute. Let's drop down to the 30 minute. Yeah, it's probably I think it'll get through that. I think you'll get it. Um but just kind of like looking at the structure over to the left. And I know you didn't ask me this. You're probably a pretty decent trader, but I'm just kind of just talking. Um, it looks like it'll get through it, but it might be like maybe a little choppy to get through it because I was actually hoping that the news that came out this morning for the USD, the 830, I was hoping that it would actually push us through all of that. Um, but there is 10 o'clock news coming out as well, so that it may push us through all this, but we just it's just a lot that it's gonna have to get through. But I definitely think it will do it because again, my my bias, all right, my big money that I'm saving to trade, quote unquote big money, um, is based off of some weekly areas of interest for me in the Teach Me to Fish FX trading community. So, but I just figured, hey, why not get in on a buy like you're waiting on while it moves its way up to those weekly levels. Okay, but yeah, I think that is a good reasonable area to trade at. So I don't know what your confirmations are. You don't have to share them, but I don't know what your confirmations are. But I would just encourage you to just whatever your confirmations are, just to wait on them. But I definitely see gold just continuing to move up. Okay, anyway, all right, let's keep going. All right, so we were on Euro USD. We did have again a nice exhaustion right here in this hidden supply. Okay, that candle closed, and immediately the market began to work its way down, or it seems to be working its way down. Now we do have a lot more time left, about 201 minutes, all right, for this 4 hour candle to close. But as always, When you get an exhaustion square, it's just the power of the system, guys. When you get an exhaustion candle to close on a higher time frame, you can drill down to a lower time frame and see if you have the same setups. All right, and if you have those same setups, like for instance, it's 30 minute. All right, and I try to be as high as possible. Okay, and so it looks like this 30 minute for our entry rules um, would possibly give us an entry on the 30 minute for the Euro USD. And then, of course, maybe in time, the 4 hour entry rules will catch up with that 30 minute. And then you could jump over to the 4 hour and just manage your trades and turn this scalp into a swing. Okay. Like, something like this. So that's that. All right. Euro USD. Uh, NZD USD. Okay. Um, there's no immediate setup on the 4 hour, so I would just leave this one alone. Our time is passed on this one. Okay, and it's nothing worse than trying to make up time. All right, the market isn't going anywhere. All right, you guys know I'm a man of faith by now, so as long as God keeps you on this earth and you're breathing, you're gonna have opportunity to profit from the market. So, and then plus, we have so many pairs to choose from. So, just be patient. All right, let's load this. All right, so USD CAD, it looks like the market is working on being exhausted. All right, the TDI is lining up with that as well. Okay, but again, we just want to make for all of our entry rules to be met to make sure that we get in a favorable trade, like over here. Okay, this was a pretty favorable trade. We would have been able to get in on this candle. All right, and not to say that this is the amount of pips you would have got, but this is the profit range. All right, so 258 pips you would have been able um, to pick from. Okay, you would have been able to pick from. So not a bad profit range. All right, USD Swiss. Okay, I would keep moving. I wouldn't worry about. Oh wait, let me. So we had an up arrow. So technically, if you get a directional arrow, once we get a directional arrow to come up on USD Swiss, and as long as our color changing square still has that green price line below the red and yellow line, um, that would be a trade that you can get in. Okay, that would be a trade for you to get in. USD JPY, we've already had an exhaustion counter to form outside, which also is overbought on the TDI. And if we throw our hidden supply and demand indicator on there, all right, we don't have anything, but we do have an exhaustion at this half number, 106 spot 5, 106.5 on the USD JPY. So um, that may be a good turnaround there. All right, that may be a good reversal area right here. Okay, all right. And so if you guys don't know, the workflow trading method also um, includes um, um, quarter points, if you will. All right. Um, Mainly trade the whole and half numbers. All right. Because to be honest with you, that's really what the banks are looking for. Um, and usually, even on the market maker method, you guys who trade the market maker method on the 15-minute chart, you want to kind of be looking for like using the whole and half numbers as well. Um, Using the quarters are okay, like you know, your, you know, 0.25, point 0.5, 0.75. So using all of them would be okay, but you're mainly going to see like turnarounds and activity around the whole and half numbers. All right. And there are tons of indicators out there. You just go through your market on your MT4. There are tons of free whole and half number indicators that you can use to plot. But if not, hey, just grab you a horizontal line, go into the settings. Your whole number is going to be all of the numbers before the decimal, followed by zeros behind the decimal. All right, that's your. I think I put in the wrong thing. That's your whole number. Okay, so 106 point. Uh, let's go 107.00. So yeah, you see that there. And then again, if you want to do the whole numbers or the half numbers, you do 107 point, like for instance, 5. You see it moved up to this. Okay, so and actually, you just got a signal, guys, on USD JPY. All right, market makers. All right, let me show you this live. This is how I would have traded it. I wouldn't have traded it back here, but let me share some context with you. All right, so look, the market came down. You had one push, you had one push, two pushes, three pushes, and actually four pushes on here. All right. I know they tell you guys three pushes and then it turns around. No, it's a minimum of three pushes. All right. That's how a lot of people lose money. That's how I lost a lot of money looking for three pushes and then getting into the trade. All right. Now that could have just been an error on my part, but the individual who taught me, that's what they said. And so that's what I went by. All right. And so, um, uh, and so again, all right, you got that push down, and then let me change this to take this off of the array. Okay. So you have make this a little thicker for you guys, and I'm gonna change this to like a magenta so you guys can see that. Okay, so you can easily see this W, but you know what? Trading the workflow, I wasn't necessarily looking for the W. Again, I was just looking for my exhaustion square, my directional arrow, and me change on my color changing candle. Bam, that one closed. I would be in here. All right. And of course, for me, I'm not necessarily targeting pips, but I'm targeting market structure. And so my first take profit would be here at 107. So that's 29 pips there. All right. And so I would take some off and see if I get a runner. All right. So that's that. So here you go, live for you guys. No, I'm not taking a trade. Again, I'd like to trade the pound pairs. This is me. But this is a pretty valid W for the market makers method. All right. So, all right, let's keep going. So the 4 hour is definitely looking good. So again, like I said, you could possibly get in on this W formation here and jump up to like something like the 4 hour and turn that scalp into a swing because it's all lining up. Okay, I wonder if the daily is lining up as well. So right now the daily is set up, or it was set up to be overbought. So um, this trend could continue. Okay, never mind. I don't want to give too much away. All right. So we'll just take a look at that. Um, so if you guys take that, let me know how you did. All right. Again, I would get in and my profit goal. All right. Because I don't know if the market is going to actually go up here, but just looking at structure. All right. We're looking at about a 29 to 30 pip profit range. All right. From when I would have gotten into it. Okay. And probably if we drop down to the 5 minute, yeah, we could have got a sooner entry. Now I expect a pullback because even on the 5 minute is showing that we're coming to a point of exhaustion, and that is simply because it's let me blow this up for you guys, but it's coming up to this hidden supply area on the 5 minute, which is at the 106 0.75 mark. So on the 15 minute, what that's going to look like, it's going to look like a little bit of a pullback until that 5 minute comes down and exhausts out to push through. But again, ultimately, I would be looking to take profit or take either whole profit or partial profit at 107 because that lines up with structure as well, and it gives us another supply area. All right. All right, this is no trend lines, no horizontal support resistance. This is strictly off of the workflow trading system um, in, that includes all of that. And so, if you have knowledge of trend lines, if you have knowledge of horizontal support and resistance, you can use that for further confluence. Because again, I always tell you guys that. Um, I like to use, I don't want to solely be depending on indicators, all right? But I do like the fact that they indicate to us what has gone on, okay? Is all indicators lag, all right? All indicators lag except for price, all right? Price is the only indicator that does not lag, but all indicators lag. So um, that's that. All right. Aussie Cat. Aussie Cat has a nice setup. Just waiting for our other entry rules. So we do have an exhaustion square waiting on that directional arrow and a color changing candle that puts us below the red and yellow market line. All right, Aussie Swiss. Let me just slide this over because we're going to have quite a few. We're going to get into the exotics here in a second. But Aussie Swiss, again, exhaustion count, just waiting on that directional arrow that's going to put the green below the red and the yellow. Okay. Um, I need to take a look at gold, see what gold is doing. But Aussie JPY, same thing. Looks like all these Aussie pairs gonna be the same. Yep, it's a good pair to watch over the next few hours. CAD Swiss, same thing. That's a good pair to watch. CAD JPY, we don't have anything here. Okay, maybe if we drill down to the 1 hour, we may have something. Let's see. Yeah, so it looks like getting ready to get a pullback off of this 4 hour on the 1 hour for CAD JPY. Swiss JPY, we can watch that if you want to trade Swiss. That's a good pair to watch. EuroCAD, that's a good pair to watch. Here, still waiting on a directional arrow plus color changing. All right, that's going to put the green above the red and the yellow on the TDI. Okay. Euro Swiss. Euro Swiss, same thing. Good pair to watch. Already have a nice setup forming. Just waiting on that directional arrow and the color changing candle and the TDI to match up. Uh, Euro Euro Pound, same thing. That's a good pair to keep an eye on. watch for, I would say with this pair, yeah, watch for it to possibly come back down to actually break below the 30 on the TDI and come back up. So because we may be just getting just a little brief pullback to the 13 EMA right here before it continues down a little bit. So I would just watch that. Same thing with Euro JPY. Kind of have that same setup here. Um, so Euro JPY. And this is the reason why we use good account risk management. And this is a good example for me to tell you guys that this is not a 100% foolproof system. But again, it's going to get us into more favorable trades. But like here, we had our exhaustion square. And I hope you guys appreciate this honesty. You're not going to find this in a lot of places on YouTube. All right. Um, you have this exhaustion candle. We do have the directional arrow plus a color changing candle that puts the green above the red and the yellow. You would have got in, saw a little bit of profit of 10 pips, and so far been in a deficit of 63 pips. Okay. Um, if you're trading this method, if you're new to trading, you would have your stop loss about 20 pips below this exhaust candle. All right. And so again, this is why I recommend proper account risk management. And for me, proper account risk management is trading at half of 1% of your account. All right. So if you have, for instance, a $2,000 account, 10% would be 200, 1% would be $20, and half of that would be $10. All right. And so what that's going to give you, now you don't have to trade that much, especially if you have a higher account, you can trade a lot less, but that's going to cause the market to have to go against you a whole 200 pips before it wipes out your account. And so you can only get into those trades that's going to allow you to have less than 200 pip um, stop loss. However, again, trading off of the 4 hour, again, for me, is the happy medium between scalping and swinging. And so I have that swinging mentality. And so I like to get into my trades and wait for my trade to give me a reason to get out. All right. And so um, typically, what I do is what's called a one bar stop. So if this is taken out, all right, I don't get out on the wick. All right, I don't get out on wicks. Um, I only get out on candles that actually close below here. Okay, and I keep a watch on news, high impact news. All right, if I see high impact news coming, um, and I'm still, in a pair, I'm just gonna take my loss and get out and just wait for the high impact news to pass. All right, that's on the 4 hour and down. If I'm trading on the daily or the weekly, um, I'm not too much worried about high impact news. Okay, but 4 hour on down, I will get out. All right, NZD CAD, nothing there. NZD Swiss, we are waiting on a setup. All right. We did have the exhaustion square here, directional arrow, and a color changing arrow. A color changing candle. However, that color changing candle, if we look down at the TDI, It did not visibly place the green price line below the red signal line and the yellow market sentiment line. Okay, so we're still waiting on um, uh, entry to get in on this. NZDJPY, there's nothing there on the 4 hour. All right, now let's jump into some of the exotics. Nothing on the Euro Danish. Okay. So we'll keep moving on that one. We do have an exhaustion candle that did form on the 4 hour for the euro versus the Hong Kong dollar. So that's a good pair to watch. Okay. Um, USD. This is the USD versus the renminbi. Renminbi. All right. We do have an exhaustion candle that formed. Okay. So this is a good pair just to keep watch on. All right. All right. And the USD versus the Hong Kong dollar. There's nothing there right now. USD versus the Singapore dollar. We did have an exhaustion candle to form here. And I wonder if this is in any type of supply. Nope, pretty close, but it is on this quarter point. So that looks really, really good. All right. And then we're back at the dollar. Okay. Now let's take a look. That is going to conclude the pair watch. All right. So you guys have your pairs that you can be watching for. Just want to take a look at. Yeah. So yeah, it's doing exactly what I expected. I was telling you, you want to do some live trading every day. Well, that, my friend, that is going to be reserved for the actual um, Teach Me to Fish Effects trading community. For right now, just for right now, I'm working on building the YouTube page. Once I get my YouTube channel monetized, I planned on just going full at it for free. All right, just all of my knowledge, everything that I know. Um, I'll do it for free, and then if individuals want to do have one-on-one mentorship, then I'll provide that. But as of right now, this is looking good. As of right now, what I'll probably do live is the pair watches. So, and I'll try my best to do this um, as much as I can. Um, But I appreciate you, man. Yeah, we can definitely do this, and I don't mind providing context to people's trading because ultimately I do want to be able to help other individuals. So um, with that being said, one thing that I am going to do once we reach 500 subscribers, all right, to this channel. Um, every 100 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away $25. All right, plus um, a free 30-minute call with me. So once we reach 500 subscribers, that is what I'm going to be doing. So once we reach 500 subscribers, we're going to do a $25 giveaway plus a free 30-minute call with me for every 100 subscribers. So it's 600, 700. So on our way to getting monetized. All right. So yeah. All right. So let's take a look at gold. Gold should be popping up for us real soon. Bam, there we go. Right here. You guys saw it live, right? You saw how that exhaustion candle popped up. I'm going to switch over to the regular chart, but right here on gold. And uh, Good Life TV, you remember where I showed you where my alerts were? I was getting alerts popped up. You guys can't see it because the way my OBS is set up, but I was getting alerts to pop up, but my alerts were there. And so instead of doing limit orders, oftentimes I like to just put in an alert so I can come to the terminal and just kind of see what the market is doing and kind of determine to get in from there. All right, so this is looking really good for me. Just looking at the 15-minute chart, I'm looking at structure. I'm just telling you guys everything that I'm looking at. I'm looking at structure, um, and now my trading goes more in depth than this, but we do have what is professionally known as hidden supply. All right, I know a bunch of YouTubers will tell you, even I did in the past. I told you guys, hey, this is how. Well, no, I told you guys this was basically simple supply and demand. All right, and the simple supply and demand is really hidden supply and demand. All right, and you draw these based off of the wicks. All right, from the end of the wick to the body. So, but my trading goes a little bit more in depth. But anyway, we do see where this hidden supply, we did get an exhaustion square here. It also came through a whole number, 1,695. All right. So, and look how it's wicking off right here. All right. And so for me, uh, it may have a little bit more to go, because if you take a look at the TDI, and guys, listen, the TDI is nothing more than the RSI on steroids. All right. And so that's why, if you guys comb through the videos, search the videos on this channel, I show you guys how to add your own TDI to your desktop MT4. I teach you how to add your own TDI to your mobile MT4. All right. And so that's all the TDI is. All right. It's just the RSI on steroids. So you really can just throw on a 13 or 14. You want to go to the oscillators, relative strength. Um, like you could throw on a 14 like TDI, and you see how this matches up. Like you see how like it's overbought here. All right, it has a little bit ways to go to be oversold. Let me change this to, I think this should match up to a 13. All right. So that's all the TDI is. So if you don't have a TDI, number one, first thing, go to the video, learn how to add TDI yourself. All right, whether that is on your mobile device or on your desktop, okay, um, or add a simple RSI, or add a stochastics. All right, same thing. They all work the same way. But we see that we're getting this here. All right, so we do have this exhaustion. So of course, based on the workflow trading method, you want to wait for your entry rules to be met. Don't be so hung up about being greedy about trying to catch the whole move. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me close my office door. My boys are getting kind of loud. All right, I'm back. You guys probably could not hear them, but they were kind of distracting me trying to talk to you guys. But so yeah. So for me, I would just wait. Um, just wait. Even though you still need to wait for confirmation. All right. This wick is not confirmation. All right. This is not, or I should say this. This is not enough confirmation for me to get into trade. All right. So, because what I want to do is I'm gonna add to this position. All right. Once I get my reasons to get in. All right. And so for you guys, you would be watching for, teach me the fish effects trading community. If you guys are trading this, um, you know what we watch for. But if you just solely using this trading system, then of course, again, you just want to wait for the directional arrow, okay, along with the color changing candle. Now, why do we wait on that? All right, I'm gonna show you guys something here. Say for instance, we were solely trading off of market maker. Okay, let's say we have the shark out of the water. You see how far the market sentiment line is up? This green price line is going to have to work its way down some in order to pull that market sentiment down with it. All right. The red signal line and the yellow market sentiment line, um, they're being pulled with the green price line. So for me, I would definitely wait. Another thing, look how far. Here, let me blow this up. Just look at my mouse. Look how far the 13 EMA is away from price. All right. So just to try to cut out as much of the fluctuation, you just want to wait until these things are a little closer. And waiting for the directional arrow, and I should say and or, because you may not, if you don't have the system, you can still trade it. Okay. Um, how would you trade it? When the candle, when the regular, because if you don't have the system, when your candle crosses or closes, and in this instance for a buy, when it closes above the 13 EMA, just look down here at your TDI and make sure that that green price line is above the red signal line as well as the yellow market sentiment line. All right, I told you I want to help you guys. All right, so even if you don't have this system, even if you're not a part of the trading community, you can head over to the video. All right, all right. Teach. Yeah, you can head over to the video that will show you how to add your own TDI. Okay, have your own TDI. Put on a red 13 EMA on your chart. Okay, once that TDI goes overbought or oversold, you wait for your candle to close or to cross the 13 EMA. Once that 13 EMA, whichever direction it crosses, you want to make sure that that green line is below both the red, or it has crossed both the red and the yellow. So for instance, we had this candle to close below the 13 EMA, but looking down at the TDI, the green is in between the red and the yellow. So we would not have gotten into that trade. And look, if you would have gotten into that trade, you would have gotten in here. And hopefully you didn't over leverage your account or anything like that, but you would have been in a total of a 64 pip drawdown before the market starts to move in your favor. All right. And so even if you don't have my trading system, you would get in, you would have gotten in right here. Okay. But you see now, if you would have gotten in right here, what you had like a 13 pip retracement, and right now we have a potential profit range of 144 pips. So you see, even if you don't have the trading system, all right, I do want to help. All right, I'm not just out to get people to sign up on in the community. I want you to, all right, and then that way you have full access to all of the knowledge I have. But this will help. Just trading the TDI, and I shared that with you guys in a video. How do you trade the TDI? Wait for the green price line to be overbought or oversold, and then just follow the rules. Once you get a crossing of that 13 EMA, then you just check down and make sure that that green price line has crossed both the red and the yellow line. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for this to develop a little bit on gold. Um, so of course I will drill down to the 15 minute and see if I can get a sooner entry. Wait for a sooner entry. However, how I'm managing this is really based off of the 1 hour right here. So for me, um, oh guys, I got to share this with you. I just thought about this. There was a 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time high impact news for the U.S. pairs. All right, gold is a U.S. pair. All right, this is gold versus the U.S. dollar. All right, and so we had a 10 o'clock. We had a 10 o'clock news to come out. So right now it's 10:14. So right before the news, they shifted the market down. During the news, they shifted it down. They're inducing everybody to go low, and I guarantee you they're gonna pull back up. They're gonna pull back up on this. Good Life TV um, is looking for a buy based on the 30. I would still look for that buy. All right, it's just gonna take a little time to get there, but let me see. Yeah, today's day is a bearish day so far for gold. But you see that it is retracing back up. I still would look for a buy. I still would get in and scalp this for a buy. All right. And so we can even see the market is kind of turning right now. Okay. Um, so again, you just want to watch. These are just predictions, but you just want to watch to see what the market does. Okay. You don't want to just jump in, but you want to wait for the market to tell you what it has done and then get in. Okay. Um, if you miss the trade, then wait for the next setup or go to another pair. All right. It's just we just got to get out of the habit of blowing accounts. Okay. Got to get out of that habit. But anywho, all right. I think I've been on long enough, guys. I hope that this video has helped in some type of way. All right. Um, gave you good game. All right. Um, it is what it is. Yes, that's true. Uh, so I hope I provided some type of context to you guys for your trading. I hope I didn't confuse anyone, but I hope I helped you. But always remember, keep a lookout on market structure, market cycle, and market manipulation. All right, and be patient. Like those are the keys to profitable trading. Number one, being patient, and then also understanding market structure, cycle, and manipulation. All right, we just saw manipulation. All right, news came out, pushed down to grab these orders that were sitting at um, 1692.5. That's all this was. Um, they there were people waiting for the market to come down to sell off down here. Um, Buy orders were below this point. I'm sure if I analyze the market as a whole, we'll see it. But I don't want to do that right now. Have to save something for the community, right? So, um, but I'm sure if we analyze the market, we'll see structure. If we look to the left, we'll see structure that shows us that there were other orders down there. Okay. Um, so, and you guys, you see, it's working its way up. Okay. For me, I wouldn't get in just yet. Okay. I won't get in just yet. Just wait to see. Just wait to get that 100% assurity that the market is going to go up from there. Okay. All right. Because it could come back and push down again because there still may be some There still may be some stop losses down here. Okay, they could come back and push down to 1690. Okay, or they can come back and push at 1692. Okay, um, so you just want to just wait, just wait, just wait. And again, it's not the end all. Um, it's not the end all be all. However, if you just wait for that TDI to be overbought, and once that candle crosses the 13 EMA, you just make sure that the green price line is above the red signal line and the yellow market sentiment line. You're going to be in a more favorable trade than trying to catch, the very, very low of the day or the very, very low of the New York session. All right, I know that's what they teach you um, when trading the market maker, but you don't need all that. Like you don't have to catch, you don't have to come all the way down here to be profitable. All right, you can catch this, especially something like gold. You can catch this like this, and especially knowing that um, it's making its way up into uh, some weekly uh, areas of interest. Like you'll do good, and it doesn't take a lot with gold. I mean, it does take a lot with gold. Um, on my smaller account, I made like $60 today with a I did a 10-cent lot size. All right, and the trade was for I think it was for 2.5 hours. All right, so that's what, maybe anywhere between $25 to $30 an hour. All right, I'm still a common guy, by the way, guys. So um, that's still pretty good to me. All right, um, that for the common person, the everyday person, I'm an everyday guy. So um, that's still pretty good if you can consistently uh, make $25 to $30 an hour. You know, that's not bad. That's that's not bad. That's putting you um, in a good direction to improve your lifestyle and be able to make some other investments and create other multiple streams of income. All right, that's really what I'm all about on this channel. All right, that's what I'm doing in my life. That's what I'm doing in my family's life. Trading forex affords me to um, run other businesses or hustles, legitimate, all right, legal hustles now, LLCs. That's what I call them. That's just my term for them. Other LLCs coupled with this is really allowing me to provide for my family and allowing um, my wife and I to pursue after individual dreams that we have um, to bring those together and provide a good life for our boys. So, all right, I'm not saying that I have arrived. I'm not saying I'm a millionaire or anything like that, but I am profitable at trading forex. It does help sustain my house along with my other LLC hustles. So, um, yeah. So just learning this skill, man. Oh, that's what's up. Good like TV, man. That's good. He said he flipped 100 to 1,500 in 2 weeks. Yes, sir. Hey, I bet you like doing that better than clocking in on someone's clock, all right? Having to do that. But he did it all with trading forex. That's what I'm talking about, guys. That's the power of forex. He took a $100 account and flipped it into $1,500 in 2 weeks. Do you not know that that is the gross salary? That is someone's monthly gross salary, and he was able to do it in 2 weeks. Guys, the power of Forex. Forex is powerful. And I feel sorry for those individuals who think that Forex is a scam. Forex itself is not. a scam. You do have scammers out there, but Forex itself is not a scam. And if you get the proper training, right? All right, I'm on my sandbox, right? And I'm plugging my community. But if you get the proper training, you can be profitable. I'd rather trade Forex than stock. Why? Because it's going to take a whole lot longer for a country to go out of business than it will for a corporation. All right. Facebook is up and thriving right now, but who knows what tomorrow holds? And there are individuals that have stock in Facebook, and I'm not saying that stock are bad. You know, diversification is good. All right, diversify. But for me, I'd rather trade and make my money in Forex and diversify with other investments just because you know nothing is a sure thing. All right, and this is just my opinion. Okay, I understand that. I know that this is just my opinion, but it's also my channel, so i'm gonna give my I'm gonna give my opinion, and you please feel free to agree to disagree in the comments. All right, as long as we're respectful. um, I'd rather just do it here and grab that money and invest it in other places. Invested in myself, invested in land and property. All right, but man, that's good. Forex is the way, yes, sir. I'm sorry. I apologize if I promise you I'm not chauvinistic. If you are a female, but yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Good Life TV. 4X is the way for me as well. So, all right. So again, yeah, you take your losses. Like right now, again, I am negative 139 for gold. But again, um, for me to get out and reassess, especially now, especially since I know that high impact news came out and it did not take out my exhaust candle on the 1 hour. Oh man, they don't want to come back down. They don't want to come. They don't want to break this level. All right, they want to push gold up some more. All right, this is the manipulation I'm talking about, guys. They You gotta think about that. High impact news pushed this all the way down here. Pushed it all the way down to the already established low of the day, but they didn't take it out. So it has a little bit more to do. All right, it has a little bit more room to go. Now, does that mean that the next candle won't take it out? No, it doesn't mean that. But for me, looking over at market structure, I'm looking at an area here where I don't think they're interested. They're not interested in bringing gold back down to these prices just yet. Look at the tips. All right. So I kind of changed my description a little bit. All right. So right up under my story, all right, the second red dot, if you look at the description of this video, it says tips for any Forex strategy. All right. And this is true for any Forex strategy that you trade. In order for price to go up, there has to be enough sellers willing to sell to buyers. And in order for price to go down, there has to be enough buyers willing to buy from sellers. And I'm not talking about retail traders, guys. All right, I'm not talking about you and I. All right, these are the big banks. These are the big institutions that have the money to move the market. All right, they're looking to induce us retail traders to what? To sell. If they get enough of us with sell orders in like they did now, that's all this is, guys. This was a stop hunt. This was a hunt for orders. If they get enough of us in to sell, now they can reverse the market on us. to take out, to take your money. I guarantee you there are individuals. I guarantee you that's awesome. Good life, good stuff. They say they make $100 a day and up doing Forex. Yes, Forex is powerful. But I guarantee you that there are individuals in here maxing out their accounts, trying to flip their accounts, seeing the market go down. So I'm talking about sellers, seeing the market go down, and they reverse the market. That's what this long wick is. They reverse the market, taking out their stop losses. Because again, they're selling, they're selling, they're selling. And while they're selling, they're putting in stop losses. So now the market maker said, what? Give me that money. Give me that money. And then breakout traders who have their sell limit, or excuse me, their uh, sell stop orders down here, they came in and they hit those orders and said, psych, and turned the market around. Look, you guys see this live. These were red, but now they're what? They're green. They were bear candles, but now they're bullish candles. They came down to this area of interest, and I showed you what they were interested in. They were interested in sell stops. Okay, the sell stop orders. So, the breakout traders who think that, oh, okay, and let me blow this up. I'm giving you guys good game. Like, I'm not trying to brag or anything like that, but I promise you, this is gonna help you. This is gonna help you trading. Look how this wick just barely crossed over 1692.5. It barely crossed over. Why? Because you had orders. You had sell stops. All right. Sell stops are immediate execution orders that basically say, hey, once the market gets past this price, I believe that the market will continue to sell past this price. Okay. They trigger those orders. They trigger those orders, and some may have had stop losses, and they would have, if they would have had a stop loss, let's say maybe like here, they lost 57 pips. So you're talking about thousands and millions of orders sitting right here. That's what they were going after. This is money. This was a liquidity search. And look, they're not releasing anybody. All right? They triggered these sell stops. And granted, some people are still in this trade thinking that, oh, well, they'll come back. They'll come back. Look how quick they're moving away from this area. Came down, gave this long wick, stop hunt, gave another stop hunt, and they're still moving up. They're still moving up. That's all that was, guys. Market manipulation. That's what I always that's what I preach. Market manipulation. All right, and you just have to know how to spot that. Okay. But anyway, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Again, I hope that this video has added some type of context and also has given you some trade ideas for the market as a whole. And so we're gonna keep an eye on gold. All right. I need to see if I'm able to add to my position. All right, or if I'm gonna be one of those traders I was just telling you guys about. So We're gonna see, but again, I'm not on the 15 minute. All right, I'm basing this off of the 1 hour. All right, I saw a nice little pullback situation on the 1 hour to see if I can get this continuation on the 4 hour into the weekly areas of interest that I'm looking for. All right, so that's why I'm in this trade. That's why I'm buying this trade and just kind of holding off. Excuse me, before I get out of the trade. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'll be back. This is just episode one for April 28th, 2020. So, I will be back. Lord shall bless. I will be back today with another video. And again, hopefully, I will provide value. So, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. As always, please remember if you stay in God, you will stay in control. And until next time, happy pip fishing. Also, remember, guys, listen, if you have not subscribed, you need to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It does not cost you anything. All right, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. All right, hit the bell notification icon so you can be notified whenever I upload a video or go live. I mainly go live. I rather go live and not have to do any of that editing and I have to wait for things to be uploaded and all that good stuff. And from time to time, I will show my face. All right, I just kind of got quarantine hair. All right, quarantine. I can't even talk. Okay, but I have that situation going on. Thank you so much for subscribing, Good Life TV. So I kind of have that situation going on. Okay, so I don't want to be in front of the camera too much, looking all raggedy. But I'll get in there and cut my hair and all that good stuff. But anyway, make sure you do that. Help me out, and remember, once we reach 500 subscribers, we're going to do a $25 giveaway and also a 30-minute mentorship Zoom session at 500 subscribers. And then at every 100 subscribers after that, we're giving away the same thing, $25. All right, maybe hopefully that can help you to fund your Forex account or help you in your day-to-day life, with your family. All right. I know it's not a lot, but I also know every little bit helps. Okay, so help us get to 500. Again, once we get to 500, we'll do our giveaway for every 100 subscribers. We will do our giveaway, and how you enter is to simply drop your cash tag. All right, drop your cash tag inside the comments. That's all you have to do. All right, be a subscriber and drop your cash tag inside the comments, and we'll pick you, or we will do not pick you, but rather we will do a rally, and you may be the lucky winner. All right, guys. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, man. This is looking beautiful to me. All right. So again, I listen. I know the game. I understand that this could just be one big pullback. All right. I understand that this is a big 1 hour shift candle, and like I always tell you guys, when you have these shift candles, they really like to come back for at least 50%. All right. Sometimes they do it right in the next candle, or it may take some time. Right now, it's almost at the 50% retracement. All right. Yes, I know how to use all that stuff, guys. Fibonacci, I can use all of that, but I'm privy to some knowledge that you don't even need this stuff. All right. So, but that's what they do. So I understand that this could be a big pullback. This could be a big W. All right. Getting ready to reverse, giving us a midweek reversal. All right. Market makers, you guys know what I'm talking about. Giving us that midweek reversal. All right. Multi-session. All right. Multi-session is either multi-session, in a day, or it could be a 2 day thing. All right. So it could consolidate for the rest of the day before it pulls up and releases me, or it could go down and I'll get my reason to get out. All right. So again, it's not that we know exactly what the market is going to do, but we do know their tricks. We do know their game, so we can get out when we need to get out. As long as we're using proper account risk management, we don't have to worry about our accounts being blown, and we can do like Good Life TV and make those $100 a day and up, flipping $100 into 1,500 in 2 weeks. That is awesome. That is awesome. So, all right, guys, I'm for real. I'm getting out of here this time. All right. You can see my OBS. I'm getting ready to stop the stream. So, as always, again, if you stay in God, you will stay in control. And until next time, happy pip fishing. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you soon.